All right, we're on video. Hello, everybody. Glad to see you tonight. All right. Let's bring that down here. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. Here we go.
Talk show. Recorded live.
Hello, I'm Dave Cooper, known as Dave AC Online, and you're listening to GC Community Chat with your host, Kerry Partin.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of GC Community Chat. I'm your host, Kerry, and joining me tonight is Wayne County Commissioner Richard LeBlanc, Dr. Tom Iwinski, and Mike Jones. This show is dedicated to the residents and businesses of Garden City, as well as the surrounding communities. Remember, we're working hard to promote our community and yours. Well, hello, and thanks for tuning in tonight. We are glad you could join us. You're listening to show number 261 for September 17th, 2015. This is Garden City's only live podcast where we share news you can use and promote our community and yours. I'm your host, Kerry, and joining me tonight will be my co-host, Mr. Richard LeBlanc. He will be calling in shortly, hopefully. If not, we have our favorite weather guy, Doppler Tom. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you tonight, Kerry?
Good. Can't complain. And former Garden City councilman and longtime resident, Mr. Mike Jones. Mike, how are you?
Oh, just peachy keen, Kerry. Thrill a minute.
So, Mike, Doppler Tom is becoming kind of a celebrity around here. A nice front page
paper.
story.
I'm hoping to eventually get his autograph so I can frame it or something. You know, yeah, that was a nice article. Congratulations, Tom. It was really nice.
Yeah. We'll let him share this story with us shortly. So, how has your week been going so far, Mike?
My week has been relatively calm. I spent 5 hours at the car dealer waiting for my wife's car to get fixed yesterday.
Uh-oh.
8 hours on Kiwanis stuff today.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, we planned next year's budget, and then we had the lunch meeting, and then I did the treasury stuff, and then I wrote up stuff for made the spreadsheets for the budget for next year.
Mm-hmm. Busy. And then, of course, you're getting ready for the, Michigan game this weekend?
Yeah, we got tickets to Michigan and UNLV. Hopefully that'll be another Michigan win.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, tonight we have another great show for you. Garden City's own fire chief, Cathy Harman, will be joining us. We'll talk about the upcoming open house at the fire department and something very near and dear to her, a fundraiser to benefit the Summer Wind Farm Sanctuary. We'll also hopefully be talking to Rita, Chuck, and Kelly, who run the sanctuary, and some possible issues with PETA. Richard's going to be here hopefully tonight with some county news for us, as well as any announcements he has. Mike has some community events to announce. And Joy and Holly are back with their gardening tips tonight. And tonight's topic is growing corn successfully. A lot of people have problems with corn, so we'll see what their tip is. But first, let's hear from our favorite weather guy, Doppler Tom Iwinski. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. Hey, Mr. Celebrity, what's up?
I tell you, I can't even leave my house without a hat, sunglasses, paparazzi is everywhere.
Oh, that's funny. Been getting a lot of autographs, asked for autographs?
Simply no.
That was a great story,
talking about
though.
the weather real quick, though.
Yeah.
It's been a good week. I mean, I can't complain. A lot of sunshine all week, no rain, above average temperatures if you like that heat, like Richard does. A nice little warm spell for the end of summer. And after we dealt with such a cool weekend, it's nice to have such a warm week to come back to. And I do see a little bit more changes to come. I mean, it is Michigan. Let's definitely get our wardrobe in order, but nothing too crazy. But as we get into tomorrow, another storm system is going to be starting to move in from the west. Not going to be anything too dangerous, in my opinion. I just think there is going to be some on and off heavy downpours throughout the day tomorrow during the afternoon, probably throughout much of the evening as well, and then there will be even more overnight as this front moves through. Mm-hmm. The biggest threat I do believe with these are just the heavy rain and lightning. I don't see any damaging winds or hail being any of the threats. I just see it being heavy rain and lightning. But that storm system will move through pretty quickly as we get into Saturday. I do believe the majority of Saturday will be dry. It's just as we get into the morning hours, as that system is continuing to work through, there's going to be some clouds and some rain, but it should move through pretty quickly, and it will clear out quickly as well on Saturday. And temperatures will definitely follow behind this front. On Saturday, we won't even get out of the 70s. We'll be in the low 70s, and as it will be into the 60s as we get into Sunday. So another cool weekend ahead. But then as we get into next week, it's going to be a complete carbon copy of this week. A whole lot of sunshine, not really too much to talk about.
Wow.
And the only difference is it's going to be a little bit on the cooler side. It's going to be pretty much average, low to mid 70s for highs. So nothing like that we've been dealing with, like the 80s and a little bit sticky during the afternoons, and a little bit on the milder side. So if you have any outdoor plans this weekend or into next week, I don't see any problems. The only big concern I see is Friday into early Saturday with some heavy downpours. But that's what I see for our local weather. The biggest weather stories have been going on across the West here. You know, they have been doing such crazy weather across the western United States. First, it's the wildfires, and they have been dealing with such horrendous wildfire season out there, and it's now really starting to get even more personal with a lot of homes that have been destroyed by the wildfires, and a lot of just out of control wildfires that they're just trying to get a handle on. And where you get the rain, it definitely pours. I mean, there is rain across all of the West, but it's just not enough to really impact any of the drought out there because it's falling down so heavily on such dry ground that it's causing a lot of flooding as well. That's the other big story going on across the West is flash flooding. It's a very, in my opinion, it's a very underestimated threat because you think, oh, it's just a big heavy downpour. I'm going to go to the grocery store and then I'll be right back. But you just need to think about it because a flash flood can just come at really no notice because it's just so heavy that it's coming down, and you definitely always need to keep attuned to that. We can get that here in Michigan during the summer months. As we get into the fall and winter months, it's obviously not as common, but we can get that here as well, and they're dealing with it across the West, and that's kind of the El Nino as it's kicking in. There's going to be a lot more rain to deal with and a lot more clouds and a lot more cooler temperatures. So hopefully those wildfires can get under control, and hopefully the flooding isn't going to be too bad. But there was a very bad flood in southern Utah this week, and that was the biggest weather story. And as I said earlier, that front is going to be affecting us the next 12 to 48 hours, and that's going to affect all of the central and eastern United States as it moves across the eastern United States. So overall, those are the biggest weather stories to go out there. If you want to keep tuned to our weather, just go to my website, DopperTomsWeather.com.
All right. Mike, you got a question?
Yeah, I just want some specific predictions. Comerica Park, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Big House, Saturday afternoon, noon.
Well, if you were listening,
I was listening. I just want to know. I just want to know what I'm going to get.
So I do believe as we get into Saturday evening, it should be dry, and the sun will even come out probably as we get late in the day.
Saturday evening doesn't do me any good. The game is at 12 o'clock.
Take your raincoat.
Thanks, Tom.
Let's just say that the majority of the rain will be over. It will probably be cloudy, but I do believe the majority of the rain will be done.
Good.
You know, actually, we need a little rain, though. I mean, it's pretty dry out there. It really is.
I mean, we just get these rains that just come down in heavy buckets, and then we don't get anything for about a week or so, and then we get another heavy bucket, and then we're done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need a long, steady rain, but I don't really see that in the future.
So, anyway, nice article about you, again, on the front page of the Observer.
Sure was.
I didn't know you had that much schooling. My God, you've really been schooled, haven't you?
And getting more.
I know. I keep this all under the radar, but yes, I'm always in school. If I'm not doing the show or working, I'm usually at school, which is what's going on right now. I'm currently at Schoolcraft after I finished my Penn State stuff, and now I'm at Schoolcraft, and that's a good way to save money if you obviously don't want to go to a university for 4 years.
Right.
You could break it up for 2 years and then go to a community college, and then you can do 2 years at the university, which if you read the article thoroughly, that's what I'm planning on doing because you have been Ann Arbor, where Mike Jones is going to be going. They have a very decent weather program there, so that's the new plan that I'm thinking about. It's a good way to save money.
Well, awesome. You picked the right school, that's for sure, huh, Mike?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, Richard is on the line. How you doing, Richard?
Good. How are you all doing?
We're doing great. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Glad to hear that.
Where you at, working?
I am at my laptop at my kitchen table, and yes, I'm working.
Yeah, I know. You're a big election year, so I know you're busy with that. So, all right,
At
we'll
least
get.
it's a nice warm week for Richard. That's why I just kind of keep Richard happy.
Yeah,
That should be everyone's goal.
yeah. Richard
And-
likes this warm weather. Yuck.
But yes, we've had tremendous weather for the month of September.
Yeah, we have.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to you in a little bit, Richard. So get some work done and.
Sounds good.
Stand
I'm going
by.
to be on mute, so it might take me a moment when you call on me.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, look who's back. Let's get to Joy and Holly for their gardening tips, and then we'll get to our guests for the night.
This is Gardening in 2 Minutes. When it comes to problems in the garden, one of the problems we have faced is growing sweet corn. We spent a number of years and a number of different techniques on growing it. One thing we knew going into it was you had to grow it in a block, a 4x4, a 8x12, something to where the tassels, the pollen on the tassels can fall down and pollinate the hairs on the ears. What we lacked in the problem was the lack of nutrients in the soil.
We were lacking a lot of nutrients in our soil. Our soil depended on a nutrient boost, so we added things like coffee grounds, compost, and even our homemade compost.
Homemade compost, as well as about 1.5 foot of shredded leaves in the fall. And then at the time of planting, when the soil temperature reached 55 degrees consistent and didn't go below that, prior to planting, we added a lot of organic fertilizer. We did a combination of several fertilizer brands and made a combination of about a 31, 25, 19 NPK. Tremendously high, but that is what was required for the sweet corn we were growing. All of this effort to grow a little bit of sweet corn may seem excessive, but the rewards were very much true when it was time to harvest that sweet corn.
So everything was worth it. We added the nutrients, we took care of the corn, and now we've had some really great, delicious, non-GMO sweet corn that we've grown, and it's really nice and juicy and sweet.
So the moral to the story is figure out what's causing the problem, and it may take several years to resolve it since our growing season is fairly short. Do your research, study, grow it in the appropriate place in the garden, and with due diligence, you will have an end result of a harvest of a crop that you will be very proud to present to your family on the dinner table. For more information on growing sweet corn, our weekly video productions, as well as our free downloadable digital quarterly magazine, you can find all that information at
TheWisconsinVegetableGardener.com.
For the health-conscious organic gardener worldwide. For Gardening in 2 Minutes, I'm Joy Baird.
I'm Holly Baird.
All right. Thank you, guys. Welcome back. All right, so last week we had Don Wakefield on the show, and he shared with us his plans to develop the old Hawthorne Valley property. Well, that show has generated a lot of interest. We've had over 500 downloads, including the videos. So if you would like to listen to that show, go to our main show page at TalkShoe.com, search for show ID 82757. It's show number 260. And the video is on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Quite an impressive plan. So check that out. Okay, so if you would like to be a part of the conversation here tonight and maybe have a question or for any of us or our guests, all you have to do is call 1-724-444-7444 and enter call ID 82757 followed by the pound sign. Or you can join us in our chat room by going to TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. That takes you right to our main show page. Well, you'll click on the large join in button. A window will open, sign in as a guest, and that's all there is to it. Once you're in the chat room, you can type your questions and comments at the bottom of the page, and you'll find our phone number and show ID there as well. You can also text your questions to us at 734-788-9319. And if you can't join us live here tonight, we have that covered too. All our shows are recorded, so you can catch us later at your convenience, which several of you do on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat, where we'll be posting the audio from tonight's show when it's made available, usually about 30 minutes or so after we sign off. Or once again, you can go to our main show page and check out all the shows there. We're also on iTunes. Just search for GC Community Chat. And if all that wasn't enough, Mike?
Yes, Gary.
You're not on your toes. We are also doing a live, unedited video of tonight's show, so you can put a face with the voice, and that will be available sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Community Chat Show. Please look for that, and while you're there, why not subscribe to the channel? That way you'll be notified when we post future shows. I just want to mention that if you would like to be a guest on our show, like Chief Harman is tonight, we still have plenty of dates available. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization, you'd like to share your information with us and the surrounding communities, then just send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. And we will shoot you some available dates, and that's all there is to it. So contact us today. Okay, let's get to our guest for tonight. She is the fire chief of our great city, Chief Cathy Harman. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm going to let you introduce the person to your left tonight.
My partner, Martha Boley, also known as Marty.
Hello.
Welcome, Marty. Always
Thanks
a pleasure
for having
to
us.
see you again. So before we get to our topics for tonight, can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, Chief? Although we see you around town all the time, I don't think a lot of us know your background. How and when did you become interested in being a firefighter? And when did you assume the position of chief?
I've always had an interest in trying to help others.
Mm-hmm.
So I enlisted in the United States Army Reserves in 1981, became a combat medic. And when I got out, tried to get a job working on an ambulance, and I made more money waiting tables. If I wanted to work 90 hours a week, I could do that.
Wow.
Then Detroit Fire, their EMS division, was hiring in 1984, and I was hired, and I was working on EMS in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to firefighting in 1988. I applied for, had to go through the whole process, and became a firefighter there. And then 1992, kind of looking around, thinking about, the types of fires I was going into and the injuries I was already sustaining, and trying to look for something a little less, I don't want to say dangerous, because any place you work firefighting is dangerous, but the types of fires we were going into. And I wanted to do both. I wanted to have a dual status. I wanted to be able to fight fires and be able to render care.
Right.
So I started applying to the suburbs. So I was hired here November 14th of 92.
Okay.
And I was promoted to lieutenant in 2003, and I'm hitting my 5th year as the fire chief. So this year.
5th year already. Holy cow.
I can't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time goes fast, that's for sure.
So you find in Garden City there's a few less fires that are deliberately set than there were in Detroit?
Yes.
It's a whole different story out in the
Arson's
burbs.
got to be a bigger problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fires in Detroit, they were just, the heat was so intense with the,
Yeah, they're usually pretty
accelerants.
large, yeah.
And here they're still hot. I mean, I'm not
Right.
I'm not taking anything away,
Right. But you don't have the big, tall buildings and the warehouses and that here. Like, you would have to maybe fight there,
Yeah, but most of your risk is usually in the frequency is your residential fires, so those account for a larger amount of the injuries sustained by firefighters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, they're all different. I mean, you guys are going in when people are coming out, so big difference. So I'm glad you shared that with us, because a lot of listeners probably didn't know anything about that, you being in the service and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Thanks. You also received a grant not long ago to purchase some equipment. You want to explain what you got?
Sure. Engineer Darren Candela, he approached me a while back. He wanted to write a grant because we were seeing what our needs were and what was available, and he wanted an opportunity to write the grant, so he did so under some supervision and assistance with Captain Marinkovich, who got the successful SAFER grant for us. So
Right.
he put in for it. We received some self-contained breathing apparatus to replace ours that were about 10 years old. They're the most updated NFPA compliant
Wow.
packs that you
Awesome.
can get. We also purchased some extrication tools, battery powered. They're lighter, they're portable, they're quieter.
Jaws of life.
Jaws of life. Yep. And
Yeah, you just recently did a demonstration, I think, didn't you, with the new Jaws of Life, didn't you? I think Sue Mason was there from the Observer in that.
yes, the guys were doing. They had an in-service training. So
Yeah, in-service.
Yeah, Westside Car Care brought out 3 different types of vehicles, and each shift trained. And we invited
wow.
the firefighters from the city of Inkster over because they're looking at purchasing similar Jaws. So the guys are very happy with them. But they're mounted. They're on the trucks now.
Now, what was that? Didn't you also get something that filled the oxygen or something?
It's a cascade system. Yep, it's a 3-phase system. Replaces the one that's probably a little bit more than 23 years old at the station. It's
Yeah.
more energy
So
efficient.
you're due.
Yeah, and the thing most people don't understand is a lot of our equipment, the NFPA they update, and some of what we have. Pardon me.
Specifications. change.
Yes. Yep. And these air packs, for instance, are
And the technology
Yes.
is always changing.
yeah. The draggers weren't bad packs, but they had exceeded their life expectancy, really. But we take good care of our equipment too. We're not careless with our tax payers.
Oh, I
money.
know, yeah.
So we try to do the best we can, but it was getting to where the guys were starting to lose a little confidence in the equipment.
Now, the SAFER grant, is that the same grant money that you purchased the truck?
No, AFG.
That was different.
Yeah, the AFG grant is for equipment assistance for firefighter, and SAFER grant is for staff.
Yeah, you guys have received quite a few grants. I mean, you're doing a great job over there.
Oh, it's
I mean, you can always receive more, let's face it, but
Well, there is
Which you-
a regional grant that for communications to replace our
okay.
handheld preps. So we just found out that was awarded. The amount was reduced, so we still have to.
That was awarded to you?
Dearborn Heights.
Okay.
So, Lieutenant Lisa Martin wrote it, and they got word last week.
Okay, awesome.
So we're looking forward to it.
The money's out there, isn't it?
Yes, you just have to go after it and
Gotta
make
go
sure
after
that
it
the
and-
community's willing to make the match. The elected officials and city manager.
And it's not easy writing grants.
No, it's very
Very
detailed.
complicated,
and, yeah.
detailed. Yeah, you guys got some great people over there.
Yeah, they work hard.
All right, well, you and your team of firefighters do a great job, and we're very fortunate to have you in our community.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about the open house. That's set for October 10th. Do you know the times yet on that?
Yes, we'll have a special needs preview that'll be from 10 to 11 in the morning, and then from 11 to 3 we will have the open house, and we're doing it in conjunction with the Garden City DDA chili cook-off, so there'll be wagon rides back and forth. 1 p.m. we'll have an extrication demo, so guys will be able to show off the new Jaws.
Right, I was going to ask. Yeah, you usually do that every year. That's pretty cool, pretty popular.
Yes.
And I mean, it's huge for the kids too. They can get in the trucks and ring the bell and the siren and everything, and flash the lights, right?
Oh, you've seen how it's been the last
It's
couple of years.
awesome.
It's been very well attended.
And then I think you have a bake sale over there. Garden Club will be doing their bake sale, and
Yep. Hopefully.
is the Lions Club going to be there? Or?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
As far as you know,
I did want to say I missed my last meeting. I'm a member of the Lions Club too, but we had a pretty good house fire going on. So,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and it
was that one on Pierce.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like I think I got home at 9.
You want to explain that fire a little bit? It's a lot of people call it the White Castle house over on Pierce. They were doing some renovation or something, and they caught fire.
Well, the cause is undetermined. We know the room of origin. We suspect, Captain LaPerriere and Captain Gallo were doing the investigation,
Okay.
and it was a low burn. It was in the laundry room, and there was
Nobody hurt.
nobody was hurt, but we didn't know anybody. We couldn't confirm that both occupants were gone.
Oh.
So we were doing a primary search while this fire that had a unobstructed path to grow was rolling. Yeah, the guy, they're in there protecting themselves, but once we found out that nobody was in the house, then we could focus our efforts on knocking the fire down.
Yeah, none of our guys were injured or anything.
No,
So-
just it was a hot day.
So that's a success.
Yes, it's always a success.
Yes.
No injuries and.
Well, let's hope you can figure out what happened there and won't happen again. Okay, so let's something that's very close to you and Marty's heart. You're involved with is, and I don't see Rita and Chuck on the line. Do you know if they're calling in?
They're supposed to, or Kelly, or there's also John Salzar. He's a
Rita, Chuck, and Kelly. They're not called in yet, so. But anyway, let's talk about it a little bit. Summer Wind Farms Sanctuary. You've really been involved with that, both you and Marty. Marty, how long have you been doing that now?
Oh, let's see. I've been there. I used to live there years ago. About 14, 15 years ago, I lived there.
Wow.
And I moved out about 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And been living in Garden City ever since. But yeah, I've been there for quite a long time, working and taking care of the animals.
And then, Chief, you got involved.
Yes.
Yep.
You've been involved for quite a few years too now.
10 years or so.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So explain what the sanctuary is and what it does.
Okay, we unfortunately get the animals in when people end up adopting animals or going out and getting them as pets.
Mm-hmm.
And zoos that can't
And
keep
we're
them.
talking exotic animals
Oh,
too.
we're
here.
talking, yeah, tigers, lions, bears, oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, monkeys, lemurs. People get these animals and they think that they make good pets, and that's what we try to educate the, people on not getting these animals and not keeping them as pets. You don't really, they may be cute and all that, but, like the little monkeys, but believe me, they do not make good pets.
Right, right.
And people don't realize that, and then they get them. Or we have some, in fact, 2 of them we have from the Tiger Stadium that walked around the bases at the Tiger Stadium years ago when they used to have them. Then we got 2 that were from in movies. They did a movie with Jack Black in Year One.
Oh.
They were on Ellen DeGeneres' show.
Oh, wow.
So they're like retired stars and stuff. So zoos, a lot of zoos can't keep them or don't want them. So their last resort is there. This is like the last drop,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's,
So some of the animals you have lions, bears,
yeah.
all the big ones. You
Yeah.
got small ones too, I would imagine. Dogs, cats.
Well, no.
No?
We strictly, we like to strictly.
Okay,
stick
you limit
with-
it.
Yeah, with exotics.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
animals. Like we do have some farm type animals, like we have alpacas.
Okay.
We have some peacocks, chickens.
Now we actually have friends that raise alpacas
Oh, yeah?
on their farm. So they're really taken well care of.
Oh, they're beautiful animals.
Yeah, and you don't have a problem with that, right? If somebody raises them themselves.
Oh no.
It's on a
like
farm.
alpacas.
Yeah.
No, they're easily taken. They can be taken care of.
Yeah, right.
Proper food and diet, and and trims and stuff. Yeah.
So where is the sanctuary located?
That's in Brown City.
Brown City. That's
Yes.
near.
Let's see, on the other side of K-Pac, Emily City, in between Port Huron and Flint.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of like
it's-
the thumb area.
Yeah, it's at 6490 Morrison Road. That's WOMERSON. It's, we having the benefit this Saturday to help raise money for the animals.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us a little bit
yes.
about that. That's why I wanted to get into that too.
I'll let Cathy.
Unfortunately, I don't think they can call in. They're having technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
hopefully they'll try and get in. I don't know why, but
I just resent the information to them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
benefit, they have annual benefits every year. They used to have 2, if I remember, late in the spring, early summer, late in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And the funds that are raised go to the care and the feeding of the animals.
right. I
They're-
imagine that's pretty costly.
Yeah, they're nonprofit. They process their own meat for the big cats
Mm-hmm.
right on site. Vets, you just can't go to your local vet for tiger paw problems or the baboon's got a sliver. So it gets costly sometimes. It involves
Very.
transportation.
I can imagine.
And this helps get them through the winter. You
Yeah.
know, these winters have been so cold that they've had to use portable generators and heaters and stuff. Just it was more of a preventative. You know, these animals are pretty sturdy. There's others that come out during the summer and we put them back in the winter.
So there is shelter. I mean, they have shelter there, and,
Sure, yep.
and that from the weather and that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really taken care
Well,
of.
you have like the primates, the animals that need to be in the warmth that are
Yeah.
taken in.
Right.
You know, they usually tell you when they want to go in.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Kind of like us.
Like the baboons, you know, they'll look at us like, okay, it's getting a little chilly out here. It's time to go in. Yeah.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So if people want to come and visit the sanctuary, they can take tours. And what about donations? If they can't make it to the benefit, how would they get the donations there if they want to do that?
They can call the sanctuary or they can mail to the address that Marty gave, 6490 Morrison Road, Brown City, 48416. They're a nonprofit 501c3.
And how do you spell that again? The street?
It's MOW
MOW
ERSON.
ERSON. And what about a phone number? If they want to, do you have that?
Yeah, it's 810
810
378
378.
let's make sure I got this right number. 378
We don't want to give their cell phone
Yeah.
numbers out.
No, that's fine. I understand.
4991.
4991. Okay.
Yes.
810-378-4991. We'll mention that again at the end of the show too.
Oh, great.
So
Thank you.
people hopefully can help you out and donate, because it's very costly and you're doing a great thing.
Why would anybody ever decide that they wanted to have a pet tiger? You know, I can't understand the logic.
Well, do you get them from like circuses and stuff
yeah,
like
they
that?
got,
Like
or
retired or
retired.
roadside zoos
Mhm.
that have been closed down,
Yeah.
or people who have them as pets and the ordinance has changed and they have to get rid of them, or they're not capable of taking care of them properly.
People just don't
It's
think.
a lot
I
of
mean,
food, a lot of money.
you know, they don't realize they're cute when they're real tiny, but they're going to grow and
Well,
grow
yeah,
and grow.
they get dangerous. You know, it's pretty dangerous to have. You know, but
Yeah.
we had one lion that was rescued out of a house in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they were doing with the poor lion in there, but it wasn't properly taken care of. You got to have a proper diet. You know, you got to have sunshine. You got to have a proper diet for them. You know, they need that.
They're probably doing drugs and they're using it as a watch lion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
figured, you know,
Yeah. Think
No
it's cool,
telling.
you
Drug
know.
places that's got a lion.
Yeah, no telling what they fed them.
Yeah.
You know, but it's it's a shame, but it happens.
Right. Hello, is this Rita or them on the line?
You got Chuck on the line.
Chuck, how are you?
Hey,
I'm
Chuck.
doing all right.
We got Cathy here, and we got Marty here, and we got everybody
I heard
here.
him.
Well, how'd we do, Chuck?
I'm doing pretty good. We're trying to get ready for that benefit coming up Saturday. We're busy working on that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we were just talking about that. It's going to be hopefully a big thing for you.
Yeah.
Rain
Yeah,
or
it takes,
shine.
quite a bit to take care of these animals through the winter.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were saying the cost is quite a factor. So how long have you been there, Chuck?
We started a little over 25 years ago.
Wow, 25 years ago. Now, that's Rita, you, and Kelly, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all run that up there?
Yeah.
Cathy and Marty were doing a real good job. What are some of the animals that you have there?
Yeah, how many animals
How many
talking
are?
about?
Yeah, how many are we talking? And do you have
Well, we got-
acreage?
Right now we've got 7 bears, 10 tigers, a cougar,
Wow!
2 baboons,
Holy cow!
lemurs,
Wow.
bobcats, foxes.
Man, you got all kinds.
We got some goats, alpacas.
Okay. How's the acreage there? What kind of acreage are we talking? Pretty big?
We've got 140 acres here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's good size. Good size. And you're a nonprofit,
Right.
so you definitely depend on donations for sure.
Yeah, we depend on donations, and we make a little bit by doing tours. during the summer.
I have a phone number here of 810-378-4991. Is that right? For if anybody wants to make a donation?
Number to the sanctuary.
Okay, cool. So, and that's, when is it? 17th? Or no?
19th.
19th.
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday.
All right, well, let's get into the nitty gritty. What's this with PETA? What's the PETA situation now? Let's discuss that.
Well, PETA does not like animals in captivity. And we've got animals in captivity, but there's no other place for them to go except PETA's idea that animal, if it can't be free, it should be euthanized.
Wow. Yeah, and for those that don't know, PETA means People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Doesn't sound too ethical to me.
No, it doesn't sound that ethical to me neither.
I think more so what you guys are doing is more ethical.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
at one time, we quite a few years ago when they started auto racing on Belle-Isle, we took all the deer off of Belle-Isle.
oh, wow.
And we had 139 deer come here, but they've all died off due to old age and attrition. They've died off. But
Right.
at one time, we had all the deer from Belle-Isle, too.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's where they all went to.
Okay. So PETA's been around since like 1980, and they got a lot of money. Let's talk about the money they got. They're a 501c3 too, and I read in 2007 their revenue was $31 million, and you know that's grown over the years. So
where are they putting that money at?
Yeah, where is that money going exactly? Travel expenses, I would imagine.
That's a good question. It's sure not going for animal care.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They don't run any sanctuaries.
So
they won't donate and help with organization or rescues.
So they would rather see the animals you have set free or euthanized?
Probably euthanized because you can't set them free.
No, because they'd never make it.
Right. And if you set them free, the neighbors would all have a fit. We're having tigers running around the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They'll see a bear down the street and they'll say, "Is that one of yours?"
Yeah, you don't want them wandering around the neighborhood. Well, a lot of bears and that now are coming into the residential areas now. Just on our street alone, we had 2 baby fawns across the street, believe it or not. The other morning, and 3 doe were down the street probably, 3 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we get bears coming into this area here. We're in southern Michigan, and they come through every once in a while.
Is that because they're losing their environment, or is that because they're looking for food? I mean, what is the reason?
They're looking to increase their range. They're looking for more food, more territory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
bears can live quite well in conjunction with humans.
Mm-hmm.
You go out to Pennsylvania and some of the other states on the East Coast and in the Appalachians, and bears live really pretty close to humans. They see them all the time.
Yeah, you're right, because we were in Gatlinburg.
We killed them all off in this area, and now they're starting to come back down into the area.
Yep.
And there's no predators or nobody's going after them, so they just come through and they're looking for another place to live.
Yeah. We were in Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago, and we actually saw a black bear there right alongside the road, and it's like they don't bother you, and you don't bother them, and the worst thing that's pointed at them is a camera, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're coming back. But they've lost a lot of land, too. I mean, we've taken a lot from them.
It's like, 20 years ago or 25 years ago, we didn't have any coyotes around. Now look at all the coyotes that are around.
Exactly. Coyotes, mountain lions, I mean, they're spotting them. Wolves, look at the wolves, even.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that they've replanted them in the areas, and they're doing quite well.
Yeah. I know where my wife golfs over at Dearborn Hills, they have a lot of fox out there running all over the place.
Yeah.
Red fox. Yeah. So, they're all over. One thing I don't see here anymore, and when we first moved in here, was pheasant. We don't see any pheasant anymore.
The last time I seen a pheasant was down in Detroit.
When the fox and coyote population goes up.
Is that what it is?
When the fox and coyote population goes up, the pheasant population goes down because they feed on them.
Ah, okay.
Pheasants nest on the ground.
Uh-huh. Wow. Interesting. So let's see. Mike, you got any questions?
No, this is fascinating, though. I didn't realize the
We have to take a
confrontation you
trip
had
up
with-
there.
Confrontation you had with PETA.
Yeah. So what do we do about it? What are we going to do about the situation? I mean, have they come to your sanctuary yet?
They've been here. They haven't done anything except call animal control and different people.
More or less harassing, yeah.
And animal control pretty much laughs at them anymore. That is, because every time they file a complaint, the animal control comes out here and looks and says, "Well, I can't find anything wrong." And, you know.
Well, I know some of these PETA people can be pretty violent. I mean, I've seen where they've been violent.
Yeah, they're one of the most active terrorist groups in the United States. In fact,
Pretty radical.
we classify them as a terrorist group.
Yeah.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
They run Animal Liberation Front, which is the one that burnt Michigan State's university laboratories.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that did it admitted to it, and they just basically slapped him on the wrist and let him go.
Jesus.
And he's going around to colleges and high schools giving lectures on animal rights and also teaching them how to build fire bombs.
Oh, wow. Wow. Molotovs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well,
Wonder if we could recruit them and send them over to fight ISIS.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, be productive.
Yeah.
Ship them over to the Middle East, eh? Hey, Richard, are you there?
Huh?
Richard?
I was on mute. Yes, I'm here.
I know you're on mute. So do you have any questions for Chuck or Marty or Cathy on the sanctuary? What do you think about this PETA, eh? That's quite a situation.
I was not aware that they would rather have an animal euthanized than
Yeah, I
have it
wasn't
cared
either.
for in a restricted facility. That's
Well,
bizarre.
even in your own homes, they'd rather have your dogs and cats. They don't like even having dogs and cats in their homes.
So we shouldn't have any pets.
No,
Period.
They don't even want that.
Not according to PETA.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't have a question regarding that topic, but I do have a comment.
Sure.
And that is that I've enjoyed over the past few years seeing the animals that are cared for from the facility by both the chief and Marty when they display them at various Garden City activities. It's very cool for city slickers like me and some neighbors to get a chance to see these animals.
You must be talking about the rock star, Mr. Peepers.
Yep, Mr. Peepers.
He's certainly one of them.
Yep, he is. He's one of them. I think we should do a road trip. Do a road trip to the sanctuary one time.
Definitely.
Maybe we should do a show there one time.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
That would.
Yeah, we could do that. Just pack up the equipment. You got Wi-Fi there, Chuck?
We just built a new stage for the concerts, so we got a stage out there.
Wow. Yeah. Awesome.
I think Harry might be more inclined to be in the air conditioning and.
We don't have air conditioning. We can't afford that.
All right.
Well, Richard won't mind it.
We'll bring a fan.
Yeah, we'll bring a fan. No problem.
But there is a wish list on the sanctuary webpage and everything. If anyone would like to donate or volunteer their time and everything, it's swfsanctuary.org. And like I said, there's a wish list, and we take donations, volunteers. Any kind of equipment would be, very useful too.
Mm-hmm.
Like trucks, tractors.
Pooper scoopers.
Yeah. Loaders, skid loaders, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just learned how to drive the tractor and retrieve some hay bales.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Rolls.
That's kind of cool.
Rolls,
Right?
yeah, not bales, rolls. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, she was out there.
Yeah, you were on vacation. I think you mentioned that you were working your butt off and you had to come back to work to take a vacation or whatever. You worked so hard.
Yeah, Chuck, I was a little bruised up from the last time.
Yeah, Chuck bruised her up. He does that.
You're working her hard, Chuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we bale hay out here, and we got to have hay for the hoof stock.
Yeah.
Well, I think what you do is incredible and amazing, and anything we can do to help get you some donations, we will definitely do that.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate what you do. And say hi to Rita and Kelly.
And John.
We will.
And John. And all the animals.
Right next to me.
John's sitting right here. Hello.
All right,
John.
hello.
Hi, John.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
And the best of luck, with your benefit.
Thank you.
All right, you guys take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
All right. Anything
Gary,
else?
I've got another comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chief and the fire department.
Yeah.
I noticed in the Observer that Garden City donated its non-usable air pack and other firefighting devices to the Vocational Career Center, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
Oh,
wow.
Thank you. Yes, they.
Yeah.
And just so you know, those air packs were also a grant that was written by Chief Forbush.
Okay.
So thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate
Back in
it.
the
I'm
day.
sorry,
Commissioner. Yep.
Commissioner. I almost said state rep, and I said Commissioner.
Well, he was that too.
Yes. Nobody.
He's worn many
Guy
hats.
doesn't know what he wants to be when he grows up.
You're sure exploring your options. That's great.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you'll find one he can stick with.
Well, hey, look, we appreciate you guys coming on.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Sharing your story and information with us. We wish you all the best. We will definitely mention this again at the end of the show.
Thank you.
Anything we can do to help, let us know. You know, we're here.
Thank you very much. We
All right.
really appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
you
you for
guys-
having us.
Yep, take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.
right.
Hope to see you at the benefit.
Yep. If not, we'll make a donation.
Oh, great.
All right. You guys are welcome to stay if you want, or if you have to go, I understand.
Oh, I got to cook for the benefit.
Oh, yeah? What are you cooking?
I cook chicken kebabs and vegetables.
Oh, wow.
When I get there, I don't have to cook a lot.
Okay.
I cook turkey chili, so I get a big pot of chili.
Awesome.
Like I said, you get there, we're too busy and stuff.
Yeah,
to cook, and
yeah.
I'm tired too.
Right. Well, I hope you guys have a great turnout and great weather, and you do super. All right? Take care, Kathy. All right, take care. All right, let's get Richard in here now. Anything new to report, Richard? I know you're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, we approved the budget today for Wayne County.
Did you?
Fantastic.
It was
Awesome.
really a non-event in terms of there was very little comment other than to offer and extend appreciation to a number of people, but passed unanimously.
Uh-huh.
And that is the first time in at least 5 years. It could be more than that, but I know of for 5 years, that's the first time no commissioner has voted against the budget.
Wow.
And part of the comment shared amongst various people was that it was a realistic budget.
Uh-huh.
I'm intrigued by that because you've got some folks that have supported this in the past, and yet they went on to comment that the other budgets weren't so realistic. But the fact is that there's been various mechanisms used to spend money perhaps differently than was really authorized. And at the end of all of it, though, the executive has proposed and received approval for a very transparent budget document. So now the work begins in terms of cut, because there was a fairly significant cut to it. Next year there'll be another cut to it, and we're in conversations with employee bargaining units, and so there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, a lot of work ahead of you.
Yep.
I see where Vice President Biden was in Detroit today. Did you happen to see him or no?
I had a meeting in Wyandotte that was going to begin about the time that he was being close to arrive. So as soon as I got out of my latest meeting, I got in my car and I floored it and got out of Detroit. I didn't want to get stuck.
Yeah.
Because I was driving to Wyandotte, listening to the WJR radio,
Right.
and hearing about the traffic backups that were already occurring due to shutdown. So I made it out in the nick of time.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy when they come in. Yeah, I guess Detroit unveiled some new buses, real nice buses down there today.
Good.
Yeah, so things are popping.
Mm-hmm.
The coffee hours are back. They went well, I assume. Good turnout at ours.
Well, in the district, of course, we had Westland, Garden City, and Inkster, and the Garden City Coffee Hour had the most attendees, by the way.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Of the three. And everything went well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you were probably made aware of, not probably, heck, you were there, of some of the comments that were made. People are still interested in a road fix.
Yep.
And, there's some other issues. The legislature needs to get going and get it done this year.
Yeah.
My
Time's running out this year.
observation that next year is an election year and it becomes more difficult
Yep.
is based upon experience and fact. So I would wish to see them get it into gear and do something.
Your gut feeling, do you think they'll get it done this year? I mean,
Yes.
do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because like you said, next year is
I
an
said
election.
that when it failed, in May. I said they'll get it done this year, and
Yeah.
so.
Well, right now we have two less
I-
Tea Party people to block things.
Well, you know what? When you are wearing the big boy pants and you're in control of government, you need to assemble a package that can receive a majority support and get it done.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think that that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it so that they get sufficient support, with or without the minority party, and with or without all of its own members, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they can get a bipartisan agreement and, they all work together and come up with something, because the ones suffering are us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no doubt.
yeah. What else you got? Anything else?
Yeah. So I got Comcast now as opposed to WOW. And when I went around the house to remove the various boxes on televisions, I have misplaced one of my WOW boxes, and it's driving me nuts. I have no idea where it is.
Oh, no. You got to find
I'll
it.
probably get charged $1,000,
Yeah.
for not having.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it another good look. I've got 9 days to return everything before they assess magnificent charges.
Yep. Yeah, I hope you find it, because there goes your $150 or whatever Comcast gave you.
Right. And aside from that, I served my last meeting today as a member of the board of directors for Wayne Metro.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
Kind of bittersweet.
I'm going to. Pardon me?
Kind of bittersweet.
It was more bitter.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I didn't want to do it. I knew this day would come because my authorization to serve on that board comes through the Wayne County Commission, and too many people believe that I will not be a member of the commission next year. And so, in an effort to get somebody up to speed and on board, I agreed last month that this month would be my last. And so it was nice. A typical nice meeting. They do great work. They have a $32 million budget, and just a little over 7% goes to administration.
Wow.
92.5% goes to program. It's just phenomenal what they do.
Yeah, that is one heck of a budget, and they were on the show, as you know, and good people. They do good things over there.
Yeah.
They're due back on, really. We'll have to extend an invite to them again.
That sounds good.
See what they're up to. So,
and aside from that, just typical stuff. We did have a constituent come down to the Guardian building today. I was shocked to see him because I know him, and he did not indicate that he was planning on coming by. So it was good to see him, and it's always good to see folks that are willing to make the trek downtown, pay for parking. Although if I get a heads up, I'll pay the parking. If they park with us. But
okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to be announcing the Make a Senior Smile event.
Yep.
I think
good.
Mike has that, so we got that covered for you. But that's a big deal.
That's good.
And
it is a big deal.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to donate to that, they can do so by what? Calling Jay, your office, or?
Yeah, call the office, call my home. Everything's listed. If you wish to volunteer, you can either call or send an email, and we will sign you up. And just know that it's rain or shine. We've had great weather, and we've had not so great weather.
Yeah.
But what we've always had is sufficient volunteers.
Yes.
So we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And, you feel good, that's for sure, afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's a nice spread you put on, and we enjoy it.
Yep.
All right. How's the campaigning going?
Campaigning is going well.
Good.
Again, I've already mentioned thanks to Doppler Tom for some weather, because that certainly makes it easier.
Yeah.
And it is rather quiet, though, in our town, and I suspect it's quiet in Garden City, too.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, because there are challengers for these positions.
Yes.
And if I'm a challenger, I'm going to be pretty vocal, pretty active. I'm going to work hard, this, that, and the other, just as if I'm an incumbent, and I would do the same. So, in my race, I have a plan. I've stuck to it. I'll continue to stick to it. We are fortunate that the League of Women Voters is going to come into Westland early next month to host a Meet the Candidate, I guess you'd call it a debate, although it's not really a debate. It's more of a Q&A period.
Town hall meeting type?
Yeah, I guess something like that. So we're looking forward to that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, been pretty quiet around Garden City. We were actually looking for some fireworks, weren't we, Mike, at the last council meeting, and it was really
30-minute meeting with no controversy.
Yeah, 30 minutes. I mean, it flew by and nothing. It was quite pleasant, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like you said, if I'm a challenger, I'm going to be out there hitting the bricks, hitting the pavement.
Yeah, and oftentimes that means not attending some of these meetings.
Yeah.
I'm not offering advice over the radio show. I'm simply making an observation.
Right.
That every minute that a candidate, whether it's an incumbent or a challenger, every minute that a candidate can be out in the street, making the case for them to become elected or reelected, they need to. So.
Yeah. Mrs. Chad is here. She just got back from scrapbooking for 4 days.
Oh,
so
boy.
She's joining us now. How you doing, dear? I'm fine. How are you? Good, good. You want to talk? No. Yeah, missed you. Missed you a lot, yeah. I know I said I missed you earlier like a headache, but...
Oh.
Yes, you did.
Richard goes, oh.
After those beautiful birthday pages I made.
Yeah, you made some nice, beautiful pages, yeah, for sure. So you had a good time, huh? Yeah. Good, good.
See, their garden club is taking on a Serenity Garden.
Yes.
Nice article on the paper on that, too.
Yeah. Did you see Dopper Tom on the front page?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we got a real celebrity. Richard, did you see that yet?
I have not seen the latest edition of the Observer.
Yeah, you'll have to go online and check it out. It's a pretty nice article about him. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Very cool.
Yep. So, all right. Well, if there's nothing else, I guess I can let you go.
Well, I'm glad to always be on the show, and I enjoyed listening to the first 48 minutes and 53 seconds that I was tuning in.
Yeah.
And
very interesting.
I know that you've already said it, and I know they've departed, but I just want to say that I really appreciate the work that both Chief Cathy and Marty do on behalf of animals. And, of course, the Garden City FD is always doing a great job. Looking forward to being there next month for a portion of the show.
Right. Yep. Let's see. I guess that's all. I can't think of nothing else. Yeah, they do a great job, and hopefully they'll do well at their benefit. We're big animal lovers. I know you are. I am. And, we wish them the best. All right. Well, thank you, sir, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care. All right. Bye. All right, I want to remind all residents that the next regular city council meeting is going to be held on September 28th at 7 p.m. in the council chamber located at 6000 Middlebelt Road, and they urge all residents to attend. And right now, I look at the clock, and I think it's time for Mike and his announcements. We're going to have to get you some intro music, I think.
Yeah, take me out to the ball game or something. Yeah, let's go blue.
All right, what you got?
We got a number of things tonight, Terry. I tried to put these in chronological order, but I probably messed it up. Tuesday, September 22nd, in the Memorial Cafeteria, the PTA Council is sponsoring a meet and greet with the new superintendent, Derek Fisher, and his administrative team. So all parents, students, community members welcome. Refreshments will be provided.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Halloween party coming up for seniors and others at Maplewood Center on Friday, October 23rd from 12 to 3. Cost is $10. Tickets are available at Maplewood Center, 31735 Maplewood. There'll be a 50-50 raffle. Prizes for first, second, and third for best costume design. Is Smarty Pants going to show up again?
I don't know.
For more information.
Maybe.
For more information, call 734-793-1878 or 734-793-1856.
You got to admit, that was pretty ingenious what she came up with.
Yeah, that was. You will carry that moniker for a long time.
Yes, I will.
Okay, the 6th annual Team Jason fundraiser, Team Jason Spaghetti Dinner to benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, will be held on Tuesday, September 24th from 5:30 to 7:30 at Good Hope Lutheran Church, 28680 Cherry Hill Road in Garden City.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy spaghetti, salad, rolls, and drinks. There will also be a 50-50 raffle and a bake sale. It's hard to get a better value for a spaghetti dinner with all that stuff for adults for $7 and kids
that's
$3.
It's a great price.
If you're a kid under 2, you don't have to pay anything, so it's really good. First United Methodist Church of Garden City will hold its annual church rally in Homecoming Day Sunday, September 20th, immediately following their 10 a.m. worship. It will be a day of games, crafts, prizes, and fun for all ages. There will also be a variety of delicious food for all appetites, so bring your favorite dish to share. Family, friends, and neighbors are invited. No reservations required. More information, contact Susie Miller at 734-522-1217 or the church office at 734-721-8628 between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Thursday. The concerts that they had at the First Methodist Church,
Pretty good, wasn't it?
they were, and they took donations,
Mhm.
and the money that they received, they donated to various charities, including the food pantry.
Oh, wow.
And today we got one donated to the Garden City Kiwanis.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice. Yeah, they do great work over there at the church.
They do.
I always liked their ice cream social with a big band, but we were in Tennessee, so we missed it this year.
Yeah, and I had a ball game, and I was working, so I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do great work. A lot of our churches do a lot of good stuff.
A lot. Oh.
Mare Monroe Baptist Church is
They
very
are
active.
Yes, very active in the community. All our churches, very, very good.
Okay, the Garden City Chili Cook-Off and Afterburn event.
Yeah.
Saturday, October 10th from 12 to 9. There'll be something for everyone. Music, hot chili, cold beer, domestic and craft, classic cars, sweet motorcycles, free children's activities, free face painting, free wagon rides to the Fire Department Open House. Ford Road Miniature Haunted Golf will have a free putt for 12 and under with a paid adult from 12 p.m. to 5.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
A lot of stuff going on.
Art, craft, jewelry, and special food vendors from 12 to 5. Live music with Fast Eddie. New this year, an Afterburn event from 5 to 9 with Bonnie and the Working Girls.
Yep.
I assume that's a group.
Yeah.
And not an occupation.
No.
Enjoy dancing to the oldies, classic rock, and rock and roll. Come on out and join the fun. Registration forms for chili teams and vendor entries can be found at the www.downtowngardencity.com. There will be a craft vendor show. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 396 will hold its Fall Craft and Vendor Show from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, October 24th at St. Mel's Catholic Church, 7506 Inkster Road, north of Warren and Dearborn Heights. Admission will be $1. There will also be a bake sale, 50-50 raffle. Food also will be available. All proceeds go to help veterans and their families. So another worthy cause.
Yes.
For more information, use the Crash Show page in Facebook or send an email to American Legion AUX, AUX 369 craftshow@yahoo.com. And then, of course, the one that's near and dear to Richard's heart and all of us
Yep.
is our Make a Senior Smile Day coming up on November 7th, 15 from 8 a.m. to noon. We'll first meet at Maplewood Center at 31735 Maplewood Street to have a little continental breakfast and get our assignments, pick up our rakes and bags and so forth. And afterwards, there's going to be food available also. So we invite you to join us for the 3rd annual Make a Senior Smile Day. Help us rake the lawn of a local senior in need. Last year's event was a success, and we hope to have a similar turnout of volunteers this year. I think they did like 25 homes or something like that. And they hope to do more this year.
Yeah, they hope to do 30 or more.
The event will begin at 8 a.m. As I said, continental breakfast. Volunteers will then go to their designated homes. Everyone will return to the Maplewood Center around noon for lunch. If you wish to volunteer or if you have any questions, please contact the office of Commissioner LeBlanc.
Yep.
Telephone 313-224-8855 or email District 12, that's a 12, District 12, at waynecounty.com. And that's all I have.
Yeah, and also call that number if you wish to donate. Any monetary donations would
Right.
be greatly appreciated because, I mean, that it's not cheap to put on, folks. So,
No.
and it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Well, there's a lot of expenses related to it.
Yep.
The food, the shirts,
Yeah.
the bags. I guess most of those get donated, but
Yeah.
from
Lowe's, yeah, they're
Lowe's
a big
comes through big
contributor.
for us,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good deal.
And if you're going to be able to help, they have several rakes already, but if you got a rake you want to bring along, that certainly won't go to waste.
Right, exactly. And let's hope for some good weather. All right. I just want to mention a few things here. The Garden City Business Alliance is always looking for new members. Their bylaws that were passed recently now state membership shall be open to any business owner, citizen, or community advocate interested in serving the purposes of the Garden City Business Alliance. Becoming a member is very easy. Just visit their website at gcbiz, that's B-I-Z, 48135.org, or go to their Facebook page at facebook.com/Garden City Business Alliance, where you'll find all the information you'll need to become a member. Or you can call 734-788-9319. Or better yet, why not come to their next meeting, which is going to be held Friday, October 9th, 6 p.m., and the meeting will be hosted by the Michigan Massage Professionals located at 6755 Merriman Road in Garden City. Bring your ideas and business cards because networking is what it's all about. The GCBA has some great events coming up for the community, including, once and again, partnering with the DDA and sponsoring the first ever Chili Cook-Off Afterburn. We just talked about this. Mike talked about it. It's going to be music under the stars directly following the Chili Cook-Off, with music provided by Bonnie and the Working Girls from 5 to 9. Food will be available for purchase as well as beverages. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Hines Drive was replaced with Bonnie. You may have seen Bonnie and the girls at this year's Autos for Autism show at the high school. They were a big hit, so should be a great time, and anyone interested in volunteering for the event, please call 734-788-9319. Also in October, they are having a trunk or treat event for the kids and their families, and that date is set for Thursday, October 29th from 5:30 to 7 at the Farmers Market lot located at Ford and Middlebelt next to Kroger. The event is on Facebook, and as of 7:30 tonight, Mike, there were 356 people attending.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be big. If you would like to participate and decorate your car and pass candy out, please let Debbie know at You Are My Art. It's Y-O-U, You Are My Art at att.net, or give a call to 734-788-9319. The more cars, the more fun, and you can use your imagination and decorate them. Great for businesses and organizations to participate. We have several businesses and a couple organizations already that are going to enter a car, and it doesn't cost you anything but your time and maybe some candy to pass out to the kids. Setup time for the cars is 5 p.m. Maybe the Kiwanis would like to do that, put a car in there.
Yeah.
This is a weather-permitting event, and then a holiday crafts and business expo is set for November 28th right after the Santaland Parade at the Moose, located at 29137 Ford Road, from 12 to 4 p.m. Tables for the show vendors are only $10, and for more information and to reserve a table, call Kelly at 734-637-6907. So why not consider joining the GCBA and be a part of everything that's going on in our business community? A lot of stuff going on. Wow. Can't believe it. All right, well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. I want to thank our guests, Fire Chief Cathy Harman and Marty, also from the Summer Wind Farms Sanctuary. I want to thank Chuck for joining us tonight. Let's see. Don't forget, I want to give the contact information. They're having that benefit that's coming up this weekend. And if you want to donate, you can call 810-378-4991 or go to their website at swfsanctuary.org. They have a wish list over there. If you'd like to help them out and possibly purchase a couple things for them, they would appreciate it. Any donations, monetary or otherwise, is greatly appreciated. So they do some wonderful things there, Mike.
Yeah. Interesting to see what their wish list looks like.
Yeah,
I think they got tiger snacks and
yeah,
baboon lollipops.
What would be a tiger snack? Like a big, I don't know, half a side of beef or what? Wow, I don't know, but it costs a lot to feed them. So
yeah,
they've been doing it for many, many years. So, and anybody that would like to take a trip up there to Brown City and take a tour, you're more than welcome to go on up there. Let me give you their address. It's 6490 Mowerson, Mowerson, and that's in Brown City, 48416. So hope you can help them out. All right, and thanks to my co-hosts, Richard, Tom, and Mike. Great job as always, guys. And thank you to everyone who will be downloading the show for later, and to those that will be watching us on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate your support every week. Remember, the audio from tonight's show will be available on our Facebook page at facebook.com/communitychatshow after we sign off tonight, and on our main show page at talkshoe.com, show ID 82757. And look for the video of tonight's show sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Okay, don't forget, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And we get a lot of support from the community, that's for sure. And if you see something, say something. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to CelebrityDopplerTomsWeather.com. So on behalf of Richard, Tom, and Mike, this is Carrie. Take care and see you next week right here on TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. Good night.
Call recording has been completed.
See you guys. Have a good night. See you next week. Bye-bye.